Hello everybody and welcome to Festool Live. So we are going to talking about today about our latest tool we launched in autumn. So we will talk about the FS rail, the guide rail system, the new one. Then we are talking about the accessories for the complete system. The new accessories, excuse me. And we will talk about the new OF1010R. My name is Nadja, and on my left-hand side, the fabulous joiner who wants to introduce himself.
Thank you, Nadja. I'm Georg, and Nadja and I will show you, how she said, the new products, what we will get in autumn this year. And I will start with a new guide rail. And how you can see, we have some holes in the new guide rail. And every hole has a special function. And the biggest one in the middle of the guide rail has the function that it fits perfectly over a handle of a sustainer. I will show you that. Yeah. So you put that over your handle, the guide rail, and then you can grab it and carry it to your workplace. And of course, you have the guide rail safe, and you have the other hand free. So you can work something else. You can open a door. You can carry something else. It's perfect. And
what about staircases? So is it stable enough to work on staircases up and down?
Absolutely, it's stable enough. Yeah, how you can see, it's no problem because you save the guide rail with your hand.
Yeah.
So it's easy,
so
safe.
So also on narrow staircases, places, if you see it like that, it looks pretty easy to handle it.
It is easy. It is easy.
Cool.
And helps you. Yeah.
But
that's the hole in the middle, and we have two sizes. That was you seen before. That was our 1900 centimeter long guide rail with the holes, and we have also
the 1400.
The 1400, the standard length, with all these holes.
Mm-hmm. What are these little holes for? The smaller ones.
This is for special applications. Yeah. Sometimes you have the problem, how can I fix the guide rail on my surface? Yeah. Like here we have a countertop, a kitchen countertop, and it's no problem to do a cross cut because you have the opportunity to fix it with our clamps. This is no problem. Yeah.
Okay.
But if you do a cut, the length way, then you have always the problem, how can I fix it with a
if it's very long, so that
if you have a longer countertop,
or you have to cut something inside out, and it's not long enough, and then you cannot fix it on the outside.
Right.
True.
And therefore we have these smaller holes because we have adhesive pads. Adhesive pads and they fit perfectly here. So you bring it in, and how you can see, they have a little bit of curve.
Why is it like that?
And that's perfect when you have to adjust it.
Yeah.
The sticking pad
not sticks directly.
Have no contact with your surface.
Got it.
And if you have the right position, press the pad down, and then it's fixed.
Maybe you can show it to us.
Yeah, I will show it, of course.
So I will bring the other one inside. If I'm able to do it.
I'm sure you can do it.
Let's see. There you go.
Perfect. So, and I will do that at a wall. So you can use it only on a vertical position. You can use it a horizontal position. You can use it also on a vertical position. So like here at a wall, put it at a wall, line it up, press the two pads down to your surface, and then the guide rail is fixed.
Oh, it sticks perfectly on the one. It
Right.
looks very
Perfectly.
stable. Yeah.
And then you use our TSC
K with the
you know,
kickback stop, I
right?
guess. Yeah.
and then you
Okay.
have a complete safe system.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I will show you that right now because I have one behind me as well.
Go for it.
So
That looks pretty easy.
that
So-
was easy.
And when I see you doing something like that, so I'm working was working a long time as a wood floorer, and sometimes we also have to make some cutouts on the floor, and also there is no possibility to use any clamps to clamp it on the floor, of course, and sometimes you have to jump over the rail, but it's not always the best way to do it. And I think this is a perfect solution with these adhesive pads also to do cutouts on the floor. I really like this idea that you can do it if you need it.
Yeah.
What about if the surface is rough or dusty? So is there a way that we can use it without the pads or fix it without the pads? Because I have seen there are a little bit more smaller holes. It looks like
Yeah.
they are for screws.
Yeah, if you have a dusty surface, you should clean it before if you use the adhesive pads. But there are also small holes in the guide rail for screws and 3.5 millimeter
Mhm.
screws, and they fit perfectly in this hole, and they are on the top flat.
Okay.
So it doesn't matter it for the base. It doesn't
So it
matter if
runs
it is a
smooth
saw,
over the screws
Right.
also.
right?
Yeah, it looks
And
pretty nice.
but you can use the screws, of course, only if you cover the surface afterwards. Yeah,
Mhm.
it makes no sense if you put screws in your floor
No,
Yeah.
no, I don't
or
want to do that.
into a countertop
Yeah.
or whatever. Therefore, you can use the adhesive pads.
Yeah.
But behind me, here on that side, the OSB.
Yeah.
This is normally a sheet what you cover with something else,
Mhm.
and therefore
So-
you can use the screws. It's another opportunity
Okay.
what you have.
Good. Thank you.
You're welcome.
But we also want to talk about this system around
Yep.
the guide rail. So we do have some new accessories, and maybe you remember the angle stop for this right angled cuts, so with the 90 degree. So we now get something on top. And George, can you tell us something more about the new angle stop?
Absolutely. First, I like the 90 degrees angle stop.
Me
It
either.
it works perfect,
Mm.
and so I use that really often. But sometimes you have to, or you need a adjustable angle, not 90 degrees. It's a different angle, and therefore we have now the
Yes.
adjustable angle stop. You open the screw, and then you can turn it up to 60 degrees on both sides, and that's perfect. And when you find your right angle, you tighten the screw, and you can work.
Cool.
That's it. And you see small stops between. So at the most common angle, you have a soft stop.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
And
zero.
you can hear it also click sometimes.
Right,
yeah.
right. It's 0, 15, 22.5,
Mhm.
30, 45, and 60
Usually one.
degrees.
Yep.
Yeah, there you have a soft stop.
Mhm.
So You connect it to your guide rail. How you know it from the 90 degrees angle stop.
Just fix it like that, okay.
Now it's
Very simple.
Yeah, it's fixed
And
and the position
strong connection.
wherever
Yeah.
you want. And here on the bottom you see this is the stop here,
which gets here, yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
This is the connection to your corner, like this.
Okay, and now I can also see that we have here some space
Yep.
for the level clamps, just like that. Just to fix it, because it's not always possible to use it on the rail
Right.
directly, so
Right.
you have the possibility to use it all the time if you're working with the angle stop.
Yep.
Okay.
This is perfect.
What about if we will go with a material like that? So where we have a profile on it.
Okay.
It's a very strong profile, and did you can catch the stop on a profile like that? Is it possible?
It is possible, but to find the right position, it's not so easy.
Okay.
But we are Festool.
Because
so
it's slipping
yeah.
maybe over sometimes.
Right. We are Festool and we have a solution for things like that.
Of course.
Yeah. So we have extensions for our stop. They fits here in this groove. Tighten the screw
It's also
on
a
the
very
position
simple system.
where you
but
want.
great.
Yeah. It is a simple position. Easy going.
Always easy.
Yeah.
As easy
So
as
then
possible.
it looks like that.
And
The
now
stop
we
is higher.
okay.
Yeah, and it's no problem to get a right position. Also, if you have a profile, whatever, you find the right position and can fix it afterwards with your clamp, and that's it.
You see it in the smile in my face.
Yeah.
Really, really good solution.
Absolutely.
But I do have another question. Repeated cuts if I am
Yeah.
on the construction side, or you
Yep.
are on the construction side and you have to do maybe 5 or 4 pieces the same length cuts. Is it possible, or do we have something for it which we can connect here that we can handle those repeatable cuts? Is this possible?
Nadja, what a question. Yeah, give me the extension, please.
This one or what?
Yep. So we have also an extension with a scale
Yeah.
on top and a stop. And with this scale and this stop, can you make a lot of repeatable cuts.
Mm-hmm.
How you connect it to our angle stop? It's absolutely easy. You have 2 connectors.
Yes.
Bring that into the groove, tighten the screws, and then
So are they
Give me a
in the
little bit more
delivery
space.
with this extension?
yep.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And
That's it? That was it?
you bring it
Okay.
together,
Yeah.
tighten the screws, underneath.
Underneath, yeah.
and then you can adjust your stop
Mm-hmm.
in this position what you need it,
Okay.
and then you can start working.
Sounds
Absolutely
pretty good.
easy, exact, perfect.
Thank you.
Always
But you know me.
thinking in a system, you know. Yep.
You know me. I do have still another question for you, of
Okay.
course.
Okay. Yeah.
So again, on the construction side, I bought 2 connectors because I want to cut 3-meter panel
Mhm.
in length and size säumen.
You do the first cut at the edge.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I only have 1400 and a 1900 track. And so I just want to bring it together that I can make this cut at once. So, and I have ordered these new two connectors, and now is the question, how do they work in a perfect way?
Yeah, the first thing is, if you look at them, they look different.
That's absolutely right.
And this connector here, this is the most important connector, because if you tighten the screws, you spread the connector and it fits perfectly in the groove of the guide rail and lines the guide rail perfectly up, and that's really important. So you start with this connector, that's the first point, and the second point is this, it's more for stability.
Okay, I have brought some smaller pieces that you can show it to me live and in color.
So you bring it in, there is a line, center line of the middle. It doesn't matter if it is 5 millimeter more or in or out. It doesn't matter. Tighten the screws, that it is fixed.
Okay.
Then you use the second connector, bring it in here. Tighten here also the screws.
Okay.
And I need your second guide rail.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You're welcome.
I was so impressed. So
How I work.
yeah.
So you bring it together, and then important, tighten first the screws on the bottom,
Okay.
that it spreads.
Yeah. And it angled it right in the right position.
Yeah,
or-
that it lines up.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll show you that. So this is the most important part, that is this one is lined up and really smooth,
Yes.
because this is the adapter for
Yeah.
for your TS.
And you don't need any space in between.
No, nothing.
So it really fixed, and it's absolutely straight. Sure.
If you look,
I'm
through here.
not really good at something like that, but
that's
it looks
absolutely that's
straight.
absolutely straight, because this profile is straight.
Yeah.
And you spread it on both parts here, so
Perfect.
it is straight. There's nothing.
So now it is much easier to have smaller ones to bring it to a huge one, because you
Right.
can also build in a second, a third one, so you can make it really, really long if you needed to.
Yep,
Pretty cool.
absolutely through.
Okay.
So that's also a perfect new accessory.
Thank you. If I have a look on my bag, so it's only one thing left for our new accessories, and it's this deflector. And you are on the rail right now. How can we use this deflector, and for what is it there? So what's the good point on it?
Yeah, this is a deflector. You can connect it with a guide rail at the end of the guide rail.
Yeah.
And how you can see, it covers the sharp edge of the guide rail, and
So
you
it runs
put-
smooth. Then
yeah,
so you don't have to have a look on your hose. You just bring it here in between, and it
right.
follows you.
Not only the hose, also the power cable.
the power cable.
So and it's fixed between these two wings
Yep.
here, and you have to be sure that it slides perfectly in this area.
Good, I got it. Nice. So all the accessories are done. I hope you liked all these new accessories and also the guide rail. We do have another topic for you, of course, on another station. So George is just going over there, and I will follow him. It's the OF1010R.
Yeah, right.
And you can see we have the predecessor and also the new one on top, that we can show you really the differences about these two machines. And yeah, George, What's your perfect thing on the machine, on the new one?
There are a lot of things what I like.
Okay.
But I know there's one point what you
Yeah, I
like
have a
mostly,
special eye catcher.
right? And so we turn it 90 degrees, and you can talk about that.
Yes, maybe you can see directly the differences between the two connectors for the suction part. So on the older one is this oval opening, and we now get this bayonet connection here, where it's possible to use the 27 millimeter hose on the inside, but also the 36 millimeter hose for the outside. So you have the chance to use both of these hoses, and you can fix it very, very easy because of this bayonet. So this is my absolutely eye catcher. I have seen it absolutely in the beginning and my first catch. But what you have to say about this? But I think there is a lot more to talking about.
Right. A point what you can see from the outside, but is for me it's also an important point, is this is the knob where we adjust the depth.
Yeah.
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 And at the old version, we clamp with this knob only
One side.
the
front.
front column,
Mm-hmm.
and now we clamp both columns. So the stability, the stiffness between the base plate and the engine, it's much more stable. Yeah, and that's something what I like, because if you go around a working piece or work inside around
Yeah.
a working piece, it's important that you get always the same routing picture.
Okay.
So this is a point I like.
Okay.
And what I also like is, if you look, the depth setting here at the old one was on the back side, close to the handle.
Mm-hmm.
And here we change it from the back side to the front side.
So
That means
yeah.
you have more space here in this area to change around a bit.
Okay.
Yeah. And also important for me is that you have a much better view on your routing process,
Mm-hmm.
on your routing line, on your router.
Yeah.
So that's really points I like.
I would like to prove this, that you can really
Yep.
easy change the route a bit. So maybe you can show it to us.
I will show you changing the router bit easily. I have here a router bit. So hopefully we can see it a little bit. You bring the router bit in the right position, tighten it by hand,
Mm-hmm.
and then you use open end wrench, and
Oh yeah.
you need one turn, but you see how long
Oh yeah. Okay.
I have to push this button that it works. You see how easy it works, how long you can
Yeah,
turn the open
I
wrench.
remember the narrow places sometimes, and
Yeah.
that looks very nice. Absolutely.
And this was not so easy with the older version.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was not bad, but here it's much
Better.
better.
Cool. So, if you don't mind, I would like to make a little groove,
Yeah.
because I also will check this dust collection if it works like I need it.
She don't trust me.
Not always.
The first step is do the dead setting.
Yeah. Okay.
That's the first step normally.
Have a look. So open this, and I pull it down to the surface, fix it. Then I make my depth setting, open this little level here, brings it up by 10 millimeter depth. Zack. So depth setting is done. Am I now allowed to use this parallel guide?
Absolutely. That's the second step.
Okay.
Have to open the screws a little bit more, I think.
Yeah,
Yep.
back side. Okay, then we do have here in the center a center line. Maybe you can see this. And I have already a mark here on that wood. And so it's very easy to find my cutting point. And
You line it up with this line.
Yes, I line it up with this line.
and tighten the screws and that's it.
That's it.
Yep. That's easy.
I think so. Good. Then let's see how this is working. So just to connect with the bayonet. Zack, and turn it around. So now it's fixed.
Mm-hmm.
And I work with a 36mm hose. Then we need some power. Then I need some
Safety first.
glasses and the ear protection. Okay. I would say that looks pretty good, also without the glasses, the
Yep.
dusty glasses.
And how you can see, no dust. And that's also perfect point, I think.
That's how I like it, working without dust. And I would say for today, that's it, right? Or do you have to say anything else, George?
No, if you need more information, please visit our website. There you find a lot more accessories, a lot more tools, also applications, how you can do something very easily. And but that's also from my side.
Okay, so don't forget to push the bottoms, the little clicks with the like one, and we will see you on another day, and we wish you a very nice day. Goodbye.
Bye bye.